Hello, Internet. My name is Timothy Monroe, and I'm part of a podcast group called Theoretical Morons. Usually we do our podcast on Sundays, but I decided to do a little solo at right tonight because I wanted to. So, what that. Just a forewarning, viewer discretion is advised. I might curse, I might make provocative statements, but if you're not cutting the limit at 15, if you're under that, viewer discretion. If you're 15 or older, tough shit. Like I said, I'm pretty much just talking to talk and to do whatever. So I have a few. You see me looking down, it's because I actually have a journal of topics little blurbs, topics that I want to talk about. The first one's relationships. I'm single. I'm full-blood single, and I think that's where I'm standpoint is I am single. I'm seeing my friends get into relationships. They're bragging, not so much bragging, but exemplifying, I guess, or amplifying, whatever the word is. They're showcasing it, I guess. And I tried to be middle ground, I guess. Let's see. You got our main. If you pay attention to our podcast, there's me, Anthony, John, LaDante, and possibly Jenny and Rose, whoever shows up, whichever. Most likely Rose, sometimes Jenny. Anthony's engaged. Congrats, man. Full blown it. Just tell us when the day is. You need a job. We all need jobs. And we will get to that. So he's engaged with his high school sweetheart. He had a high school career. Yay him. I did not. Then you got LaDante, who's dating Kate, who's also part of our group type deal. So, but they're the weird ones because they're very high maintenance. No, that's not the word. They're very, I want to say shelter. The joke that's going around is Kate being in history class and not I couldn't say the word sex. So I guess prude is the word I'm looking for, because most people don't want to hear other people's sex life, but LaDante puts it to the point where it's annoying. Like, he doesn't want to hear about Anthony's sex life. I don't really care. I don't have a sex life. But he does it in a childish manner. Then, hey, I don't care. Or he could say, hey, Anthony, I don't give a rat's ass. Don't want to hear about it. What you do in bed is what you do in bed. Not for public, no. Don't kiss and tell, pretty much. No, he does, I'm going to plug my ears and say, and hope to God it stops. Hold on, I got a message on Skype. Busy, talk to you in a few. Sorry. Well, a friend of mine to message me, who we'll get to in a few minutes. But, so, yeah, LaDante plays it into a annoying way. Now we come to John, who's John and the chick who just messaged me. Well, they're in the early stages. They're in the crush stages of relationships. Of the relationship. Do I see it? I support my friend. He has never had a girlfriend whatsoever. He's never kissed a girl. He's never done anything with a girl. So I'm full blown behind him. But I do know him. Do I see this being a good relationship? Yeah, I can see it. And I support it, full blown. He has my backing, and I know for a fact that if he does need help, I'll be there. Because I have had a girlfriend before. It's been years, but I haven't had a girlfriend since 5th grade, but still. Some won't even say that's love, but hey, can't. When you're single, you gotta pick and choose. Ladies can't be choosers. But yeah, so she's planning on coming this summer, August, September time frame. And they're supposed to meet up and actually date, type deal. I've had my run share of long distance relationships. They don't always work. So I'm thinking I'm thinking it's kind of like a summer love. It's a summer relationship. It's a temporary thing. I'm not seeing it to a full blown actually date you. Because one of them has a job. Valerie has a job. John does not. John doesn't even go to school. I know I'm being mean to my friend. I'm being mean to Johnny Boy, but the stacks of him are not are against him in a sense. I'll try to help as much as I possibly can, but it is a relationship and it is a give or take type deal, and he does need to do that on his own. So I can give him the pointers, but I can't really do it for him. So I'm hoping this goes well for him, but again, I don't really see it working to 100%. 75%? Yeah, I can see it. 100%, not so much. Then we come to Jenny, my longtime friend, who, if she needed anything, I'll drop everything and go help her. She was dating this guy named Cam, this guy named Cam. I have my opinions on him. I'm not allowed to share. But hey, she was dating him, and that's the point. It was. Now she's dating one of her coworkers, this guy named Jason or Jake. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's Jason. That's not it. I have it on my phone. Yeah, Jason. She texted me. And again, she's another one where, again, I'm a full-blown back up. And I do like Jenny. Don't let anyone, don't even think that I don't. I do like Jenny. But I also like her as a sister. So it's kind of a French. It's, as I see it, it's the sister I can date. But I do have that relationship where she is a sister to me. And if you fuck up once, shame on you. You fuck up twice, you see my freaking baseball bat. And there have been times when she was dating Cam that I wanted to do that. Again, can't really go into why. Just kidding. So, if the guy Jason is actually watching this, I have no hard feelings. I don't know you. Don't take it personally. Just, you treat her right, we're good. That's all I'm asking. That seems to be the main thing of my generation, guys, or guys today, in a sense, ages, is that they've forgotten all the chivalry, or not even chivalry, it's forgotten all the gentleman-like gestures, like holding the door, or pulling on a chair, or just in general saying hi, has, in a polite sense, has been wasted. I'm not sure why, because I sure as hell grew up, I was growing up treating that you treated every girl with respect. Give or take your sister, but she's family, you can't really choose her. But any other girl, you would treat with respect. So, I'm not really sure where we had broken this link, this status quo, in a sense, to demolish the self-esteem of women. It's already bad enough we got magazines who do that, fashion designers and whatnot, who say this is hot. But now we're also taking guys who say you're a slut, or you're a whore, or you're a bitch, or whatever is the new thing. I just don't see it. I don't understand it. I don't know what happened. What? I don't know, but I digress. Jenny, best of luck. I hope this succeeds. You again, he treats you right, I have no problem. And then, so let's, and I got a few other friends who have relationships throughout, and I'm mostly seeing, okay, they're in relationships, they're single, they're in a relationship, they're single. It's, you can't find a guy. And it comes to my big question that I mostly always want to ask people is, do you choose love or do you choose lust? Personally, I'm not looking for a relationship. I don't have this backing or anything to withhold a relationship. And I'm probably the worst person to hold a relationship with. So, if anything, I'd rather have lust, fool around and not worry about tomorrow. Now, be safe when you're fooling around, but still, not really saying that string, no string attached to it. I'd rather have that than trying to support myself plus another person. Which is funny because when I was a kid, this is my whole thing, is when you're a kid, or as I was a kid, you would see movies of the men driving the sports car, picking up the chick, taking the movies, being the gentleman like. The typical jock, I guess. Like, everyone wanted to be him. And I always wanted to be him. Even though I was kind of not the smart kid, or not the most well-known or popular kid. I was just there. Everyone knew me. At first it was, everyone knew me because they knew me, because I was friendly and whatnot. And then it was, everyone knows me because I'm my sister's brother. So it was like, okay. I don't know. But you see, the jock, the guy who always gets the girl, with a sports car, with a great job, able to provide, be a gentleman. And then you got, or looks like a gentleman, but actually is the jerk in the whole relationship. And then you got the good guy, who doesn't get the girl whatsoever, but when he does the gentlemanness and all that. And she's like, why haven't I found you? And if you really look, it's always the friend, or it's the next door neighbor, or it's just the guy that you always see every day, but you really don't associate with. So, maybe it's just me, but I always say the good guys finish last is true. I always say that saying is true, because how many guys do you go through before you find the right one? But again, I digress. Again, my friends, congratulations on your relationships. I hope it goes well. I'm still looking-ish. I'm kind of looking. But, again, I'm always there to help, and that's the main thing. It's just time and place, I guess. I guess when you talk about your sex life, keep it in a... What you do in bed is what you do in bed. What you do in your room is what you do in your room. What you do out in public is totally different. So I guess that's what I'm really saying. Next thing I'm talking about. Hold on, I got another Skype message. Okay, it's just Val saying okay when I said I'll be in a few minutes. Okay, my next topic is school. I go to college. I'm finished the year of college. Woo! I'm happy. I finished the year. That's the most I was expecting. School has never caught my interest. I've been on the you're a dumbass spectrum to you're a fucking genius spectrum. And I've been in the middle grounds of that. I've been on both spectrums. So I know how they treat the kids. But it's just never caught my attention. It's never it's never caught my attention. I have the tendency of being easily bored. With everything I do, excuse me, I'm easily bored. If you don't track my attention and keep my attention, I'm going to be bored. So, and it seems the only thing that really does keep my attention is math, which is funny because no one likes math. So I don't understand why no one likes math since you use it every day, but I guess the problems of it I don't understand. But anyways, so I'm going to school as a psychology major. That's my major, is psychology. When I first entered college, and I'm going to a community college here in St. Mary's, here in Georgia. So it's not a big major college, not yet at least. But I went in psychology. That's my major, psychology, and I was going in there to be a criminal profiler for like the FBI or CIA. That deal. Pretty much, you would do is make a psychological portfolio on criminals and whatnot. But then, around second semester, this past semester, I started helping my friend out with math. He really needed it. He was so bad at math. He was so confused in math that he didn't even know what a slope was. And that's rise over what, if those who don't know. But it's funny. He uses he uses that kind of math every day with his job plus in general. So it was kind of hilarious. And he says he uses basic math every day, which he does when you play Magic, the card game. He uses basic math. Yet sometimes he has trouble doing that, which I make fun of him. But then again, I have trouble doing basic math myself when it comes to subtracting. But that's why I channel my hands still. But anyways, so I was helping him with his math, and this got me thinking, like, well, I like math. I like doing math. I like teaching it. Why not become a math teacher? So that's what my goal is, to be a math teacher. Only it has to be high school or college level, because I have a tendency, I don't like people in general. I don't like people in general. I like certain people, just not all people. Not in general. But, so, and middle schoolers, I just don't have this patience with to control them. I just don't have it. But I want to be a math teacher, so that's my main goal when I get out of college, when I do my degrees and whatnot. So that's that. But this semester, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, because this semester I'm taking statistics, which is the only math that I truly have a problem with, because I can do theoretical math, but I can't do logical math. I have the brains, but not the common sense, if that makes sense. Then I have Spanish. I barely speak English as it is, let alone do Spanish. And I've already taken Spanish, so I know I'm going to butcher the language again. Then I've got philosophy, which will be very interesting, because I do have an abstract, when I really put my mind to it, I do have an abstract thinking of how certain things are. And then I have sociology, which is grudgingly, because again, it's the study of human behavior and whatnot, human society, and I have my own opinions of how our society is grown, and some people don't like it. So, and then I have my actual psychology class, human behaviors, or human development. Sorry, and that's the time frames of humans, like childbirth and whatnot, and all that. So it's gonna be the interesting class. But here's the point: I'm jobless. I'm pretty much broke in my savings, and I have to pay for books. Books this last semester, taking 7 classes, only 5 of them needed the books, and that was about 700 books. My financial aid had only paid for 500 of that. Luckily, I rented the books, so it was cheaper. But still, I know I need 2. I know I need 2 of the books, my statistics in Spanish. Not sure about the other 3 though. And if it comes to it, I might not have the money. And that's what really scares me. And now my sister and my mom and my stepdad are all going to college, and they need to apply for financial aid. And apparently we got flagged. I'm still not 100% sure what the hell that means when it comes to financial aid. They make it sound like it's a good thing, but I think it's a bad thing. Usually when you hear someone, you got fired, that usually means a bad thing. So I'm not 100% sure. For a math major, for me being a math whiz, economics was the horrible thing. I could not do economics. And financial aid goes over my head. So it goes over it. So I had no idea what is truly going to happen with my financial aid. Because I needed to pay for my books and whatnot. I need something. But yeah, so it's this year will be interesting on how my financial aid will come, or how schooling will come in general. Because we're also, as Theoretical Morons, as our podcast, we will be doing our podcast on Sundays. It'd be either every Sunday or every other Sunday. We're still trying to get that cleared out, since last 2 weeks ago, Anthony said, hey, we're doing our podcast every 2 weeks. Then also, we're like, okay, that makes sense, giving them time to upload. Then we found Google Hangouts, and how we could just instantly put it on YouTube. So we're like, okay. When are we still doing it every 2 weeks, or what? We tried doing it last Sunday, but no one was on. So we're trying to get that sorted. So viewers, it may take a while. Still watch us, comment us, give us suggestions. That's our main thing. But we won't be doing this. I'm planning on doing the podcast Sundays, even during school. And I'll get more onto our Theoretical Morons later. But yeah, so schooling will be interesting to combine with, to control, to, I guess, regulate being non-stressed and being stressed, and still doing my shit, and still get my stuff done. So yeah, that's that. So that's about schooling. John, no, sorry, not John. John doesn't go to school. Me, LaDante, Jenny, and Anthony, and Kate all go to the same college. I'm not sure what Jenny's doing this year, since she wasn't eligible for one of her financial aid. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I didn't really follow that conversation, and I wasn't really paying attention in that conversation. Like I said, financial aid goes over my head, so anything dealing with it, I don't really understand. But but yeah, so hopefully I have at least one of them in one of my classes, and that's all I'm asking for. It makes the whole day go easier, along with the computer. So that will also help me a lot. Next topic is Facebook. Everyone's on Facebook, and those who don't have Facebook usually have someone who knows who's on Facebook. I'm always on Facebook, 24/7. It's I get on my computer, I go to Facebook, and then I go to YouTube and do whatever I need to do. But I'm always on Facebook. I'm always checking to see my notifications. Not so much playing the games. When I first got the Facebook, I would play all the Facebook games, and I used to play it like religiously. Now, not so much. Mostly I just like message friends and see who would be on, and see who's on, and message them and see if they message me back. To the point where I pretty much blow up their whole message inbox. But hey, whatever. But that's happened. But also, when you add me or you send a friend request, you're guaranteed an ad, even if I don't know you, because I'm like, sure, because I'm too lazy to say decline. It's an ad. But I've been looking through my Facebook. Oh, not really looking, but the ones that are usually on. And I'm like, I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. You don't even talk to me. What the hell? I don't know if it's off how often, or if it's like everyone, or it's just me. But I have people on my Facebook I don't even like. I truly loathe. And the only reason why I added them was because they were in either drama or they had a friend of a friend. Or they were single. One of the two. Or three, sorry. But, and then they get a couple, and it goes back to relationships. But, I don't know if, I have too many friends. I got too many friends on my Facebook. And they say, most people, when I first got on Facebook, people are like, how many friends do you have? How many friends do you have? I'm like, I don't know. I don't pay attention long enough. And now, I still don't know how many friends I have. But I know that I have maybe 5 who will actually message me back, who will actually talk to me. Now, Facebook, all it's good for is getting to know, is what's new in magic and what new in memes. That's all I use it for now, is collect more memes collect more pictures from my background on my computer, and to find out what my Magic the Gathering group is doing. And then try to promote the podcast, and see who will talk if I'm really bored. But again, my point is, how many of you guys actually truly like most of your friends, or is it just me that adds anyone even if I don't like them or don't even talk to them? It's to the point where, like, if you don't like me and I don't like you, why are you still friends with me? Because I sure as hell won't unblock you. So why? And if you don't even talk to me, why the hell are we talk? Why the hell are you even on my Facebook? If you're not gonna talk to me, fine. You don't talk to me. But if I send a message, and my messages are usually hey, when I try to talk to someone, I usually say hey. If you don't want to talk to me, say hey, I can't talk to you right now, or I don't want to talk to you. If you say I don't want to talk to you, okay, that means I'm never gonna message you ever again, unless you message me. But if you're like, hey, I can't talk right now, okay, that means 20 minutes on, I'll probably not talk. That means for like a whole 2-3 hours, I probably won't talk to you. Or a whole day, if you're lucky. Depending on how bored I am. But the main thing is, even you can even comment on your guys' opinions. But I kind of want to know what you guys' opinions are. Do you have people on your Facebook that you don't even like but yet you have that one thing in common that you made you add them? I have a lot of people I don't like on my thing, and the only reason why I add them was because they were in drama, or they were my sister's friend, or they were single. Sorry, not even my sister's friend. But again, I want your guys' opinion. Maybe it's just me who has this problem, but again, I want your guys' opinion. With that said, let's move on. Now, as I said, I've come back to the future of Theoretical Morons. As I said, I'm part of the podcast Theoretical Morons, where you can find it on the Bottle Gnome channel on YouTube. We call it pretty much we're a video game podcast. We sit around and we bullshit about video games and whatever random shit we come up with. And at the beginning, we did it all through Skype and recorded it from there. Now we're trying Google Hangout. And we want people to comment on our videos. Not just the first video you see and watch it, but not just watch it, but also comment on your suggestions, your opinions. We want to hear from you guys. We are doing this because we can. That's the main thing. We're doing it because we like video games. Because we like video games, and we want to get to know more people's opinions. And we love talking about shit, and we love to talk more than others. But what I'm hoping that Theoretical Morons comes into is that we get a larger viewer base, so we can get more suggestions and more people to talk about us, and we're able to do more things. I know for a fact that hopefully in September, if me or John or both of us can get $40, we're hoping to buy a device called a Dazzler, which we will be able to hook up to our computer plus our game system and TV and be able to record what we're playing. And we're hoping to do Let's Plays from that. And if we do get that, one of the games that is an official, because I said so, is on September 10th, I'm getting Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix. And it'll either be one or it'll be the very first ones. Not sure if it's going to be the actual first one or not, but it's going to be one of the first ones that we do for a Let's Play. Sorry about that. Excuse me. So we want people to say, like us, so we can do stuff like that. And I know for a fact that we may even have our podcast. Well, we would actually be sitting side by side during school year for most of our for some of our podcasts while we're playing video games at the college. Jenny, me, LaDante, and Anthony. Depending on whose computer we use and whatnot. But yeah, so that's what we're hoping. It's not set in stone, because there's a lot of things that imply that there are a lot of factors in it. But that's what I'm hoping. I want to know what you guys want to see from us. I want to know what you guys want to if we do get this Dazzler, and we'll tell you when we get the Dazzler, because I'll probably do this again to broadcast whatnots. But if we get the Dazzler, I want you guys to give me every game you could think of that you want to see do as a Let's Play. And as I have it from how we're gonna do the Let's Plays is Fridays you'll get games. We're gonna do it either Thursday or Friday, depending on how we want it. But we're gonna do it where we play a new game such as Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix or whatever game is a series base, and we just do like little segments like for like Kingdom Hearts. I've played it before, so I know what I'm expecting. So we may say, alright, we'll do a world or two, and that'll be our Let's Play for that day. And then Saturday, we will be doing we'll be doing games that you're never gonna get rid of, like fighting games and shooting games and whatnot. Right now, me and Johnny Boy are pre-ordering Battlefield 4. So that, again, that's something to look forward to if we get the Dazzler. I know in January, when January 1st comes out, I'll be going through the list of PS3 games and saying, yep, I'm going to pre-order that, I'm going to pre-order that, and pre-order that, or such and such and such. I'm going to pre-order a 6-month worth game. That way I can pay it off in time and be able to do it for a Let's Play. So when we get a pre-order, we'll tell you what we're slowly pre-ordering, and then when we officially finish it off, we'll tell you straight out to expect it. So again, if we get the Dazzler, definitely expect Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix. We're slowly pre-ordering Battlefield 4. Again, this all depends if we get the Dazzler, if these announcements even matter. But again, we want your suggestions of what we should talk about during the podcast, in our podcast, what games you would love to see on a Let's Play, and we may even say, okay, here's a game that deals with trophies, which are kind of like achievements. If you ever see Rooster Teeth, things to do, here's an achievement, boom. We may do something like that with the trophies or achievements. And our games are not just, and for the Let's Plays, we're not just segregating for the PS3. Please, you got a 360 game, we'll do it. You got a Wii game you want, we can do it. You want to see a Game Boy DS? I will figure something out. I know my sister has a DS, I have a Game Boy Advance. So if you have an old time game, we can do that. Nintendo 64, we got. It might be difficult to do because the XM wires, but we got. That might be a little, like I said, that might be difficult, but again, we can figure something out with that. So we got that. We got systems. So PC, I think Anthony's trying to come up with some way of able to record PC games while like PC Let's Plays. So again, we got that. So we're not just segregating PS3 when we do our Let's Plays. When it comes to our Let's Plays, more likely it's going to be me and John, but there may be a time when Anthony might come over, or LaDante, or Jenny, or all of them come over. It's not just segregated to just us two. Sometimes we're also, I say Thursdays because John usually likes to go to Friday Night Magic, and we might do it. That might be our Let's Play. Is a Friday Night just a segment of Friday Night Magic, where we go and record that, record the Night's Realm, or Game Over, or whatever. And then that might just be our Let's Play, and say, yep, we were just too lazy, and we got money, or whatnot. But like I said, we want your suggestions. Like I said, we want your suggestions. We want our viewers to speak up and tell us what to do. You, in essence, are the women of our show. You control us. You are the controller of this thing. Which is funny, because I say you guys are the women, because I always tell people, men are worth, and women are the backbone to every man. If there were no women, men would just fight every day. For no reason, we would just fight. So, in essence, we are fighting just to pretty much be there, and we want our women, our people, our viewers, to tell us what the hell to do, to give us suggestions, to give us anything. So, again, please, for all that is mighty and universal, give us suggestions and tell your friends, because we want it to be like, in essence, a crime organization. We tell you what, we show you, you tell your friends tell their friends, and their friends, and so on and so on and so on. We want this to blow up, in essence. We want people to know about us, and we want you to tell your friends, who will tell their friends, and so on. This is possible. We will stick around if we get viewers, and if we get people to talk. But, so, again, we'll be able to do more things if we get more suggestions. I know one of our plans was to actually record our D&D sessions and make an animated video, but I think something went wrong. We didn't have the program to make the animated, so we didn't do recording. I'm not really sure, but hey, if you want us to record our D&D sessions, tell us. You control us. We are your minions, in essence. That about wraps up what my whole little spiel was about. My next thing was whatever ideas popped in my head. But again, if you like me just bullshitting, like pretty much a rant, I guess, then let me know, because I might do this Sunday. I might do this on Sundays, and whenever we're not doing a podcast, that way it fills it up. Just let me know. I'll tell you about. I'll just randomly spin out things. I don't care. I personally don't want the viewers on these videos, because they really have no significance. We want the viewers on our podcast and whatever we do for there. If you like mine, or if you like this rant, then please go check out our podcast. If you have not seen our podcast, please do that, because we will talk. This is probably the most I've ever talked in on video. You'll know, but please do go see our podcast, and do go No, you don't even have to subscribe to our channel. Just the channels. Just comment. Just give us a comment, a suggestion. Hey, you guys did great. I love such and such. Would be fine. Or correct us when we make mistakes, because we're humans. We make mistakes. We're not 100% sure. And we're not doing this because, hey, YouTube may pay us. No, we're doing it because, hell, we are a society we are a group that love video games to death. We live off video games, and we live off fucking hating people, or at least I do. But we are a video game group, and that's the main thing. We try to stick to video games, but again, we also talk about random shit. So again, if you're liking this and you are watching this, please check out our podcast. It's called Theoretical Mods. It's on the Bottle Gnome channel. And we do have a Facebook page too. If you actually truly like us, we do have a Facebook page called www.facebook.com/ right? Yeah, / the one next to the right shift key, or left, yeah, right shift key, whatever it is. Little slash that line. The Bottle Gnome. and like us. If you have a comment or question, put it there. If you need to get to us, I think we have a Twitter, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't have a Twitter. I have no reason for a Twitter. But if you do need to, like, if you want to really contact me personally, I do have Facebook. It's Timothy Skinny Pete Monroe. If you add, I'm more likely gonna add you. Just if you're gonna add me, send me a message. Hey, I'm one of your viewers from one of your Theoretical Morons viewers, so I know, okay, who you are. With that said, Internet, I thank you for listening to this rant. Please check out our podcast. If you like more, comment. You don't even have to subscribe. You don't even have to like. You don't even have to. I would appreciate the comments if you like this or hate this. If you hate it, let me know. If you like it, cool. This is my first thing, and this is really a main test. I don't know how the sound quality is, or even the video quality. So I'm sorry for that if it's really disappealing. With that said, thank you, Internet, and hopefully we get more people in our podcast and more suggestions. Adios. I'm Theoretical Morons, Timothy Monroe signing out.